All right. Congrats on taking the plunge. You're building a home gym. That's awesome.
Before you load up on all the latest equipment, let's talk about a decision that'll really make or break your workout experience. Flooring.
Absolutely.
It's not just about aesthetics. It's about creating a space that's functional, safe, and maybe even a little inspiring.
Absolutely. Choosing the right flooring,
Hmm.
it's just as important as the equipment itself. It impacts everything from, your workout performance to how motivated you feel stepping into your gym space.
Exactly. So to help you navigate this often overlooked aspect of home gym design, we're diving into a blog post by the flooring experts over at Wood and Beyond.
Okay.
They break down 8 popular options, weighing the pros and cons to help you make a truly informed decision. No need to wade through the whole post yourself. We've got the highlights right here.
Yeah, it's all about finding that sweet spot between practicality and style, right? And what's fascinating is how each flooring type caters to different workout styles and priorities. We're talking about factors like durability, moisture resistance, even how the flooring feels underfoot during those high impact moves.
Right, who knew flooring could be so nuanced?
Right.
So let's kick things off with the classic gym staple, rubber flooring. But here's something you might not expect. It's not all about recycled tires anymore.
Right.
Turns out natural tree rubber is gaining popularity as an eco-friendly alternative.
It's true. And that natural rubber, incredibly durable. We're talking burpees, box jumps, heavyweight drops. This stuff can handle it. Plus, that natural grip means you're less likely to take an unexpected slide during a particularly sweaty workout.
Safety first, always. But maybe you're picturing something a little more refined for your home gym, something that blends seamlessly with the rest of your house. Wood and Beyond suggests considering engineered wood flooring for a warmer, more inviting aesthetic.
Engineered wood can definitely elevate the look of your gym. It's important to remember, though, that while it's certainly durable, it might not be the best choice if you're planning on turning your gym into a weightlifting arena, or if you anticipate a lot of moisture.
Okay, good to keep in mind. Now let's switch gears to something geared towards our more Zen-seeking listeners. We're talking about interlocking foam tiles.
Mm-hmm.
I'm envisioning a dedicated yoga studio, all tranquil and calm.
Exactly. Foam tiles are perfect for floor-based exercises like yoga or Pilates, offering that extra layer of cushioning for your joints. And let's be real, your downstairs neighbors will thank you for the noise reduction. However, keep in mind that those heavy weights might not play so nicely with these tiles. They're best suited for, lighter equipment and bodyweight exercises.
So far, we've covered the heavy hitters and the Zen masters, but what about something for those of us who like to mix it up? A little cardio, some strength training, maybe even a yoga session to unwind.
Yeah, definitely. Wood and Beyond suggests a few versatile options that can handle a bit of everything. Vinyl flooring, for instance, it has come a long way. It's incredibly tough, water resistant, and a breeze to clean. Plus, it can stand up to gym equipment in those high traffic zones.
Vinyl,
Yeah.
really, I'll admit, I always pictured it more for kitchens and bathrooms.
Yeah, I hear you. But the technology has advanced so much. Now you can find vinyl flooring that looks incredibly realistic, mimicking hardwood, tile, even concrete. It's all about that perfect marriage of practicality and style without breaking the bank.
Okay, you've officially blown my mind with the vinyl revelation, but Wood and Beyond also mentions cork flooring.
Right.
It's not something you typically associate with a gym, but it's naturally antimicrobial, which is a huge plus for hygiene. And with all that natural springiness, it's got to feel amazing underfoot.
You're spot on, and that springiness translates to excellent shock absorption, which your joints will thank you for, especially during those high-impact workouts. However, it's worth noting that cork, while resilient, might need some extra attention with sealing, especially if you're planning on incorporating heavy weights into your routine.
Good to know. Now, for our listeners who are all about that hardcore, bring the gym home vibe, Wood Beyond suggests considering the ultimate champion of durability, concrete.
That's right. Concrete is about as tough as it gets. We're talking drop weights, burpees, even parking a small car on it. Maybe not recommended, but you get the idea. And because it's moisture resistant, you don't have to worry about spills or sweat ruining your investment.
It sounds practically indestructible. But let's be real, concrete isn't exactly known for being, well, comfortable.
That's the trade-off, right? Concrete is incredibly durable, but it can be hard on your joints, especially during those high-impact exercises. And a little tip from Wood and Beyond, if you go with concrete, a textured, slip-resistant coating is a must-have to prevent any accidental slips and slides.
Safety first. Now, what about those of us who love that outdoor workout experience? feeling the wind in your hair, or at least pretending to. Is there a way to bring that feeling indoors?
Absolutely. If you're looking to recreate that outdoor training ground, artificial turf might be your new best friend. It's a popular choice for agility training, sled pushes, and any exercise where you're moving dynamically.
It's like having your own personal track.
Uh,
Okay, last but not least, Wood and Beyond mentions laminate flooring.
right.
It seems like laminate is always in the running when it comes to flooring decisions.
And for good reason. Laminate is like the chameleon of the flooring world. It's
Ah,
durable, moisture resistant, and you can find it in a wide range of styles to match any aesthetic you can dream up. Plus, it's generally more budget friendly than some of the other options we've discussed.
all right. So you've got 8 contenders on the table, each with its own strengths and weaknesses. To help you visualize all of this information, Wood and Beyond has put together a handy-dandy comparison table that we'll dive into right after this quick note from our sponsors. All right, we're back and ready to break down this comparison table from Wood Beyond. They've done a great job of making this super digestible, which is key when you're comparing 8 different flooring types, am I right?
Oh, absolutely. And you know what? I think this table really highlights that there's no one-size-fits-all answer, right? Each flooring has its strengths and its, well, maybe not weaknesses, but definitely areas where it might not be the best fit.
Exactly. Like take concrete, for example. It gets top marks for wear and tear. I mean, this stuff is practically bulletproof. But then you look at slip resistance, and it's not quite as stellar.
Makes sense though, right? I mean, picture yourself, heart rate up, maybe a little sweaty, going for that final rep. A slippery concrete floor is the last thing you want to be worrying about.
No kidding. And that's where those textured coatings come in handy. So it's all about knowing your needs and then finding that flooring that checks those boxes. Speaking of checking boxes, rubber, vinyl, and artificial turf, they seem to be holding their own across the board.
Right. If you're looking for that winning combo of durability, slip resistance, and moisture resistance, those three are tough to beat.
It's like they were made for a home gym, right? But you know what really got my eye in the comparison? Cork flooring being naturally antimicrobial. I mean,
Mhm.
who...
Right. Talk about a hidden talent. But it makes perfect sense, especially with cork being a natural material. It just adds this whole other layer of, well, peace of mind, especially if you're prone to allergies or sensitive to, those harsh cleaning chemicals.
Totally. So we've covered a lot of ground here today, from rubber to concrete to the surprising contender that is cork.
Hmm.
But at the end of the day, it's your home gym, your workout style, your decision. What are your final thoughts for our listeners who are out there right now, probably knee-deep in paint swatches and flooring samples?
It's so easy to get caught up in the nitty-gritty of it all, the specs, the comparisons, and trust me, that stuff is important. But don't forget about the fun part. Think about the energy you want to create in your gym space. Do you want something bright and airy, something sleek and modern? Maybe even a touch of that rustic industrial vibe. Your flooring can play a huge role in setting that tone.
It's like you always say, it's about finding that sweet spot between function and style. And when you nail it, well, that's when the magic happens.
Exactly. And when you walk into that home gym and it just feels right, well, there's nothing quite like it.
That's a wrap for us on this deep dive into home gym flooring. A huge thanks to Wood and Beyond for the awesome insights, and to all of you for joining us. Now go forth and create those dream gyms.